Hello managers, this is Thomas Rye and thank you for joining FIFA Rosters for a live video. I thought this might be the easiest and fastest way to show you guys a little bit of new data from FIFA 17. You might remember last year that we had the Men of Midas list come out, and these are guys that would be a 75 rated or higher at every position on the field. So if you remember that from last year, we got it back. There's some familiar faces, but also a few new ones. So without any further ado, I'm just going to jump into this and let's see what we got. So starting out at number 26, yes, there are 26 Men of Midas this year. It's the man, Renato Sanchez, for FC Bayern Munich, and he is just squeaking in at a 75 at center back. Everything else a few points higher. And some of you will probably notice that these ratings in here for the Men of Midas list is going to be a little bit different than what's on the card. I'm still looking into that. There's been a few changes on the database end and some of the calculations, but I've checked everything and it seems to all be correct. So I'm sure we'll find out in the coming weeks more about what has changed with their formula on FIFA's end, or EA's end, I should say. If you find out about something and you want to share it with me so I can get this more accurate, please let me know. Find me on Twitter or email me or contact me through the site or whatever. So moving on, after Renato Sanchez, it's number 25, Hector Herrera. That's going to make a lot of people happy because honestly, he's a beast. I've enjoyed using him on a lot of kickoff games. FC Porto is kind of my team for seasons play, and he did a lot of good work for me. He's a pretty tough dude. You see that physical rating right there. It's pretty nice, and he's got a high work rate. Let's check. Renato Sanchez, also high work rate. So these guys getting up and down the field, making things happen. Jumping right through, Saul from Atletico Madrid, nice. Another center mid, so we've got a lot of, and we're going to see a lot of that because these guys, they tend to be your all-around players. You're not going to see as many strikers on this list because, those guys like to just attack and not do much else. So anyways, here's Saul. He's got a high defensive work rate, medium on the attacking. Not great skills, but, he's going to hold it down for you. Next up, this is a returning player from last year's list. It's KURZAWA, left back from PSG. And he's looking good at these fullback and wingback positions, an 80 rated. High attacking work rate, so he's going to get up and join the attack for you pretty nicely. And then SISSOKO at Newcastle. This guy, we're getting a little higher pace finally. And look at that physical. That's nice. That is very nice. By the way, I'm going to flip through these fairly quickly because we've got still another 21 players to go. But you guys can check this out whenever you want. Just go to fifarosters.com/Men of Midas with dashes in between the words. Also, it can be found in the footer links. And I'll add a link to the description as soon as I get done streaming this. Moving on, it's Miguel LAYUN. I think this is another new play. You know what? I think he was actually on last year's list. I should add something to this to show if they're a returning player. But 81 at wingback, 80 at fullback. Looking pretty nice again. Good pace on this guy and another high work rate. Look at that weak foot. He can put it on either one. He doesn't care. Marco Parolo, this is a returning guy. I actually really like him. Just a beast, and you could say that about any of the players on these lists, but he's one that I find when I'm actually playing in the game, I enjoy it when he has the ball. He can, he can hold on to the ball, he dribbles pretty well, he can shoot, he can hold people off, and from what I hear, I haven't played a ton of FIFA 17 yet, but from what I hear and from what I've kind of noticed myself, holding players off the ball and having strength in the players that you're going to be moving the ball with is really important and helpful because you can hold up the play and really protect that ball well if you've got a guy who's got some good strength and decent ball control. Getting under 20, this is number 19, KABAYE, the French midfielder. He's a CDM card this year. I feel like, well, I guess he's a CDM in the player database. I want to say he's been listed at just center mid before as well. But anyways, nice passing, 82 there, mid work rates. And these are nice, 81, 80 at CDM. And so these are kind of your true ratings, based on formulas. Again, I can't tell you what EA is basing this off of yet. It's just a little bit different, but we'll find that out in the coming weeks and keep you up to date. Best place to find out, to know what I'm learning as I go along, is on Twitter at FIFA Rosters. I try to put out what I find out and keep involved with the conversations of what people are learning as things get released. Number 18, oh, I always mess up this guy's name, AURIER. I think I got it right. You guys can make fun of me in the comments. Be sure to hashtag dumb American or something like that, because I'm going to mess up several of these names. But do correct me where I get it wrong. This might be the first guy that we're seeing quite a few more 80 ratings. You can see basically everything CDM and back. He's 80 plus, which is pretty nice. And he's got that pace to boot too. This is really nice. And on his card, so we've got 85 pace, 80 defending, 85 physical, and high work rate. Goodness gracious. Actually, makes me want to use him a little bit more. I have not used him quite as much as I think maybe I should. All right, MOUSSA DEMBÉLÉ from Tottenham. Another center mid, 82 rated, mid work rates. He's got 4-star skill moves. That's pretty nice. And now we've got an 80 rated cam. I think that's the first a little bit higher rated attacking position we've seen. So there's Dembélé for you. Moving up, 16. This is another returning player, Bastian SCHWEINSTEIGER. And I always pronounce it that way. Rough on the pace, but you know what? He can be your holding midfielder, really distributing the ball. He's got the high work rates, and we know that he can put those shots on goal. And this one actually matches up. Again, I don't know what the deal is with the formula, but this one matches up with our formula results. And he's an 80 rated cam too, and I think a lot of that is because of his shooting. Also, the passing is pretty good. So let's move on here. Number 15, Axel Witsel from the Russian Premier League, playing at Zenit. There was talk about him moving. Where was it? Was it Newcastle that wanted to pick him up? I can't remember now, but I think that would have been cool. Sometimes I feel like these guys that are over in the Russian Premier League, they get a little bit lost. They're, awesome. I love using Witsel. You play career mode with him, try and transfer him in. He's gonna do work for you, as well as Hulk, obviously. That's probably the top Russian league player that's out there. But sometimes I feel like those guys get missed because they, you don't see him except for maybe Champions League and things like that. I don't know a lot of people that play career mode in Russian league, but could be fun. So anyways, there's Axel Witsel. Let's move along. Leighton Baines, left back. You know that he can get up in the attack, though. He's got high attacking work rate, and he's a free kick specialist. It doesn't show it here, but his curve and his free kick accuracy, it's killer. I don't know really where I guess it might be reflected in his shot rating, but 81 passing, 81 defense. Pretty nice. You can see his wingback rating's 83, fullback's 82. Pretty nice guy to have if you like your fullbacks to get up into the attack and swing the ball in. Moving on up, number 13, another returning player, Darijo Serna. He's retiring, I think, after this year. That's what I heard. Yeah, I think that's right. Anyways, look at this. Passing 85. Nice. 83 on center mid and CDM. And he's actually got 6 80 plus ratings. We're getting up there. That's nice. High work rate again as well. Number 12, Dani Alves. I think from here on we're going to see mostly returning players from last year's list, although they might be in slightly a different order, and obviously there's going to be some different ratings. Great pace, great dribbling, we all know that. Playing for Juventus now, that's pretty fun. They've always been a powerhouse, but getting more and more fun with Dybala, and I mean, obviously they lost POGBA, but you know, they've got some new faces and they're going to be good. Oh, and there is one surprise on the Juventus front coming up in a couple more ranks. Dani Alves, 5 different 80+ ratings and high attacking work rate. Very nice. Here he is. Here's the surprise. Sami KHEDIRA is a new addition to the Men of Midas list. I'm not sure why he missed out last year. At least I'm pretty sure he missed out last year. Maybe his wing rating wasn't as good or something. But high work rate's great. Weak foot, 4 stars. Very nice. He's all the way back from center mid back. He's 80+ rated. That's pretty sweet. And he's got an 80 average. So this is actually what we calculate their rating on in the Men of Midas list is their average across all positions. So number 11, Sami KHEDIRA. Are you ready to break into the top 10? We're going to get it all done on this one video. There he is, the man. He's returning. TOURE, Manchester City, a center midfielder, holding it down. 4-star weak foot. Look at this. He's got 83 shot, 81 passing, 84 physical. This is a guy that I find, especially, I have played a little bit with him in FIFA 17, very, very hard to get the ball off of. And if I have the ball, you know, he's just, I can take it anywhere and feel pretty safe with it. So he's great to have on the field. You know, he's got those long shots. And this guy, we're going the opposite direction. Center mid forward, everything is 80+. Look at that. He could be an 83 rated striker. A lot of that is because of his shooting prowess. Anyways, Yaya Toure. Number 9, Matuidi, another from PSG. MSG? Yeah, well, I don't think, never mind. No racist jokes. MSG is not who he plays for. It's PSG. He's the CDM there. French guy, high work rates. And look at this, another one. These guys tend to go one way or the other from center mid, back or forward. And this guy, he's more on the defensive side, but these are great. Look at this. 84 on wing back and full back, 85 on the CDM. It's very nice. Number 8, Florenzi. This guy really kind of broke out. I guess it was last year, the year before. Started making some crazy stuff, crazy plays, and you gotta love these. You gotta love these ratings. Like everything except for center back is an 80+ rated. So if you pick him up on career mode, just throw him out on the field. You know, make sure that, you know, if anybody is, I don't have the Roma badge. I just noticed that. Huh. But, you know, if anybody is tired or whatever, just move Florenzi somewhere else on the field, bring in a sub, and you're going to be just fine. Great player, high attacking work rate. Yeah, he's a fun one. Number 7, Jordi Alba, a Barcelona player, left back. Look at this pace, 93 pace. 85 at fullback and wing back, and then he's 82 at wing and wide midfield. That's pretty cool. So he's definitely like an outside player, and that pace is influencing that quite a bit. Great dribbling and defense. So even an 80 rated center back, pretty nice. Number 6, we're getting up there. Another Juventus player. It's Marchisio. I think I've got that pronunciation right this time. 83 passing, high work rates, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Very nice, very nice. Everything in the middle is 80+ rated. Striker and center back are 78s. Marchisio has always been a fun player for, I mean, honestly, since probably FIFA 13. I've loved getting him on my team and ultimate team and even career mode if I can work it. He's just fun. He's got a pretty good long shot, great passing, gets work done. Now into the top 5, it is Marcelo from Real Madrid. This is another Brazilian player on the list. High attacking work rate, medium defensive, 4-star skill, 4-star weak foot. And he's got everything except for striker, 80 plus rated. Killer Marcelo. You know he's got the dribbling skills too when you put him up in that attacking space. But the defense, he's no slouch. So pick that guy up if you've got the money. Number 4, Nangolan, Belgian player from Roma. For some reason now the Roma badge is working. I don't know what's up with that. High work rates, very nice. Again, an 80 plus rated, everything except for striker, but he's very, very solid. Even his card ratings are getting up almost into the all 80s. He's got dribbling, defense, and physicality, 80 plus. Very nice. Number 3, David Alaba, Bayern Munich player. I think that's just the second one because we had Renato Sanchez earlier. He's got 4 80 plus rated card attributes, high medium work rates. Again, we're still in this 80 plus rated except for striker. Just misses striker with a 79. But many of you know David Alaba and you've played with him in the game. He's pretty solid. So now into the top 2. Who's it going to be? Number 2, the man, Paul Pogba. Many people are wondering if we're going to see a ones to watch card out of Pogba because he is fairly young, obviously very popular player, and we'll see here that he's got everything except for center back, barely missing with a 79, but everything else is 80 plus rated, really phenomenal. 88 rated card, but he's at 87 cam and center mid. It's pretty nice, and we see his 5-star skill moves too, which is a plus for all of you skillers out there. But 87 dribbling, 83 passing, 87 physicality, killer player. That's Paul Pogba at number 2. So many of you might be pretty certain about who's going to come next at the number 1 slot because I believe he was number 1 last year as well. It is none other than number 1, Arturo Vidal from Bayern Munich. He is holding it down with all 80 pluses and not even close. I mean, his wing is an 82. He just doesn't mess around. High work rates, 84 physicality, 84 defense. I mean, this guy, every year he comes back strong. He is the man of Midas. Award goes to Vidal. Hope you guys liked the list. Hope it was fun for you. Go and try and pick some of these guys up in your career mode. We'll be bringing more of these lists and maybe, hopefully, some more videos and streams that can just kind of make it fun to present these things to you. Leave me comments below if you like this sort of thing. Find me on Twitter. Let me know what you'd like to see. I've got a lot of this FIFA 17 and Ultimate Team data at my fingertips, and it's just a matter of finding the time to do fun things with it. So let me know if you've got ideas. I'd love to collaborate with you all and put some fun stuff together. But until next time, keep doing what you guys do best and lead them to the cup. See you later.